Here are some things you can do to level up your self-concept. So this is some of the things I did, and you can do them too to improve your self-concept, which is what's going to change your life. If your self-concept is good, that's when you start manifesting what you want. Okay, so that's the first thing you need to work on. I know sometimes when you really want something, you think, I want to get that thing that's out there, and that's what I'm going to focus on. No, sorry, you have to focus on yourself. As hard as that is, you have to focus on yourself to level yourself up to get the things you want. So, working on your self-concept. What's some of the things I did? The first thing that comes to mind is I imagined what my ideal me was. Okay, so you're already your ideal person, but what was my leveled up version of me? Now, for me, it was when I went to worked in an office, I used to go into the office, I'd wear anything. I wouldn't really care how I looked because it was work. Who cares? I don't care about anyone there. I'm not trying to impress anyone there. So I wore the most comfortable stuff, the most conforming stuff that didn't really make me feel hot or amazing. And that's the first thing I did. I imagined, actually, a coach asked me, what would the girl that you really want to be, how would she walk into work? Like, what would she be wearing? And I said, oh, probably a skirt. And that changed everything for me. Then I started wearing better clothes. Like, I started wearing boots with heels. It was still me. I was experimenting. It was so fun. But people noticed and they said, wow, you look amazing. Or I'd come into work dressed up higher than normal and they'd say, oh, are you going for a job interview? Or are you going out tonight or something like that? And which was almost a bit frustrating at first because I didn't want to fully stand out. I just wanted to step into this new version of me. But obviously it was quite obvious that I was changed. But then after a while, that was a new normal. My casual became so elevated that people expected that of me. So I always make an effort when I walk out the door. I'm pretty low maintenance. I don't wear a lot of makeup. I do wear makeup though every day. When I go even to a coffee shop to have a coffee and work on my laptop, even if I know I'm not going to see anyone, I make sure I look my best. So firstly, that's going to help you step into that version of you. Okay, not everything is surface, but that's one thing you can do to elevate your self-concept. Another thing I did was affirmations, which we all know and love. So one of the really cool ones I did, and this was only a couple of years ago, I was talking to a friend and she heard of these affirmations where you ask yourself a question. And so I said to myself, oh, we were both saying, let's do this. Let's make this an experiment. Okay, haha. Actually, when she told me, I was like, I don't know. Anyway, I did it because she's my friend and I love her. So I just started saying, why am I so hot? She was doing it too. And I said, I would be like, why am I so hot? Why am I so hot? And I'd walk past the mirror and go, why am I so hot? Or firstly, I'd probably think, what is, you need to do your hair. You've just woken up. You don't look great. Always the little gremlins in my mind ruining my day. And so I'd flip it straight away and say, why am I so hot? Even if I didn't feel it. Don't care. Don't have to feel it. Don't have to believe it. I'd just say it. And I'm telling you now, I never got so many people saying, oh, no, that's because you're hot. Like friends were just talking in conversation. People would just throw in, oh, because you're hot. And I've never had that in my life. Never heard anyone say that to me in my life. And it continues to happen now. And I think there were times where I probably looked better than I do now or whatever. I don't know. I'm just saying this stuff is crazy. Even the other day, I was at the beach at a cafe, and I was talking to a lady I know there, and she had a friend there. And as I went to leave, this woman just stopped, this older lady, just as she was there, I met her, and I just met her briefly. And she said, "You're gorgeous." Like this, you're just someone I really can't stop looking at. And I was like, that made my day. I was so grateful for this comment. And then I was like, manifesting is real. Like, it's wild. I've never had that before. So that's a really good way to level up your self-concept. So affirmations, you can do anything. Just constantly think about how great you are. That's it. That's really what you need to do. You're the best. You're amazing. You've got so much to offer. If you want to lose weight, for instance, I'm so skinny, I'm so fit, I go to the gym. Oh, that's another thing, talking about self-concept. You keep promises to yourself. Now, this is a tough one for me sometimes. So I go to the gym. I never used to really go to the gym when I was growing up. I didn't come from a sporty family or anything. I just know that it's good for my health. And I want to look good, right? Because I am the girl I imagined, and I've stepped into that person. So I go to the gym. I go to yoga. I go to the sauna. I do things that I think, well, I just do them because that's who I am now. So start going to the gym. Say if you want to lose weight, you have to go to the gym. And then, you're that person. Walk into the gym like you own it. Like you are it, And then make sure you keep promises to yourself. This is a big one. Say you say, oh, I'm going to go to the gym at 7 a.m. tomorrow, and then you press snooze and you think, oh, no, don't worry about it. That's not building trust within yourself. And that's really important for building your self-concept, because then you trust yourself more and you believe you are that person. That's another thing. What else did I do to level up my self-concept? Well, I remember the subconscious beliefs, knowing what they were and discovering and realizing what my deepest fears were and my abandonment issues, acknowledging those. And when I got the hypnotherapy, I think that really helped. My hypnotherapist gave me a guided meditation to play every morning for 21 days. That really helped. So having some kind of routine to break you out of the cycle of what your issue from childhood was, because our subconscious brain is formed from 0 to 7. So you take all in this information into your subconscious and it starts playing out in your adult life, right? So yeah, those are some of the things I did to level up my self-concept. And if I think of any more, I will do another video, because but those are really good ones. You just really have to believe and that you're amazing. And when you don't believe it, you tell yourself, I'm amazing, I'm the best. Sometimes I don't believe it. Sometimes I wake up thinking, and then I just go, no, 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 no. I do that. I really do. Doing these videos has made me realize how much I do on a daily basis to fight my brain. I probably should affirm that my brain I'm not fighting with my brain. I shouldn't affirm that. Don't affirm things. I see sometimes in the comments where you say, oh, they don't like me and it never happens for me. You've just affirmed it. That's what affirmations are. So check what you're speaking as well. Like, oh, I'm so fat when I look in the mirror, or, if you're saying, oh, I look like crap. No, change it straight away. It doesn't matter if you said it, but just change it to, why am I so hot? Why am I so fit? Why does everyone love me? Why is everyone just drawn to me? Why are people giving me compliments out of nowhere? I mean, I never affirmed that, but that lady did do that. And I think it was a reflection of how I feel about myself. It was awesome. It's really nice. So I hope that helped. Let me know if you want more clarification. Happy to do another video, of course. And subscribe if you haven't already. And put a comment down below, like this video, and I'll see you in the next one.